Too late for Halloween. I was going to do a Halloween video last week. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance. I was going to use a Ouija board, and I was going to contact a ghost of a fantasy football player. It was going to be Jordy Nelson, and he was going to make predictions. But that didn't end up panning out. So instead, we had a very depressing, well, at least for me, Week 8. I think we're starting to see which teams might be running away with this thing. A lot of injuries. Today's Tuesday. Tonight, it's waivers. It's going to be like an after-school stabbing. Just people trying to get whatever's left, whatever they can get their hands on for players. Because this could be it. This could be the last week. We're halfway through the actual season, and we're a little more than halfway through the fantasy football season. So, with that, I'm going to go through the matchups real quick. I'm not going to do the power rankings until Wednesday, after I see what happened on the waivers. And I'm going to post that in like a text form on the message boards, so all you little girls with iPhones might be able to read it when you can't see these videos. In our first matchup, we had Will Fork's Show just narrowly beating the Dingleberries. Dingleberries, Matt Ryan had a decent week for him with 21 points. Cobb continues to struggle. He hasn't gotten more than 10 since week 3, I think. Alshon Jeffrey got 17, looks good. Freeman, only 13, that's kind of low for him. Gurley, I think Dingleberries has the best 2 running backs in the league right now. Ebron didn't do too much, and Macklin got a respectable 9. And he's got the now undroppable Denver defense. As for the Chode, he did just enough to get by and move to 4-4. Phillip Rivers, 24 points, continues to look good. Brown did solid. Latavius Murray got 11. Dion Lewis, who he got in a trade for me, put up 17. I'm full of regret. He probably should have started Gates, though, because Green just put up 1 point. And Snead was part of that huge game for New Orleans, 17 points. Chode's 4-4 now, and the Dingleberries fall to 5-3. This week, my team put up 112 points, but it wasn't enough to stop the Ragin' Ray Rice. Russell Wilson continues to not be the great quarterback I thought he was going to be, with only 14. Demaryius Thomas bounces back after a bye week with 16 points. Keenan Allen got 9 but went down with an injury. His kidney is ruptured. He's out for the year. I feel great about this. I worked my ass off just to get this guy. LeVeon Bell, oh, he's out for the fucking year. Fuck me. Lamar Miller, 9.4. Delaney Walker, 6.2. Brandon Cooks finally did something, put up 20 points. And my kicker is just the best player ever, 20 points. As for Ragin' Ray Rice, Carson Palmer and Odell Beckham putting up 30 apiece. Larry Fitzgerald continues to be awesome with 12 points. Johnson, 6.9. McFadden, 11. He's going to be the starting running back with Denver's offensive line. They can make anyone look good. Gostkowski put up 12. Ragin' Ray's in a very good position right now. As for me, I think my fucking season is kind of going down the tubes. Anytime I feel down about my team, I just remember that the fantasy gods hate 2 Live Jew even more than me. He lost 4 set this week, not sure for how long, and his team couldn't even put up half as many points as Where's the Beef Brady. Tannehill didn't do anything. Emmanuel Sanders, 2.2. And the Green Bay offense struggled. Jones, 0.2. Marshawn Lynch is back, 8.2 only though, even against Dallas. As I mentioned, Forte went down. Olsen, 13 points, best player. And then the New York Jets defense, disappointing negative points. Where's Beef Brady? Still has Brady getting 30 points for him. Brandon Marshall, 10 points, but he might be injured. AJ Green, respectable 17 points. Peterson, 10 points. Vinatieri, 17 points, and the Kansas City D put up 14 for him. I like the way this team's positioned now. Where's Beef Brady moves to 5-3. 2 Live Jew falls to 2-6. For many weeks now, the Rams world has waited and waited for Ben Roethlisberger and Dez Bryant to emerge from the hole that is the fantasy injury list. They emerged and didn't do shit for him. He somehow lost to Greg's splendid team and falls to 6-2. Greg's splendid team moves up to 4-4. Let's see what happened. T.Y. Hilton didn't do shit. Dez Bryant was merely a decoy. Some guy named Andrews got 8.2 points. Not bad. Hillman, 17.5. Aren't we glad we got rid of C.J. Anderson? Kelsey, 10 points. And the Diggs, a good acquisition. Having another solid week with 15 points. Greg's splendid team. Even though Aaron Rodgers struggled, Edelman put up 20 points. Decker put up 12. Ivory's had kind of an off week against Oakland. Doug Martin put up 7. Barnage has been a great tight end, 11 points. And Tavon Austin, who I didn't think anyone had any business starting, put up 21.9 points. Greg gets 97 and wins. In our final matchup of the week, House Kelly was torn asunder as their two sons battled as though it was the American Civil War, but for football supremacy instead of slaves. Andrew Luck, 17 points. He may have lost this game, but his fantasy numbers did pretty well. Megatron, 8.5 points. Brown, he was out. Even though they said he was going to start, they tricked him. He started him anyway, 0 points. Gore, 9.2. Gronkowski, 17.3. He continues to be great. And look at this, the Houston defense, sneaky 20 points. Huevos, Andy Dalton, only 11 points. DeAndre Hopkins continues to be awesome, 15.4. Julio Jones, 20 points. He's got the best wide receivers in the league. Ingram put up 11. Hill put up 6, which is good for Hill. Eifrey, only 3.9. Mike Evans put up 4. But it wasn't enough. Huevos falls to 4-4. With my nipples moves, 2-6. So, it is now officially November. But, remember, it's still anyone's league at this point. 6 teams will make the playoffs. 1 team is 6-2. 3 teams are 5-3. 3 teams are 4-4. 3 teams are kind of sucking. So, keep it up. Only one person hasn't paid me. That's Austin. Austin, pay me. This weekend, look forward to watching the games with some of you again. Perhaps I'll be at Beachland enjoying some smoky wings and some cheap beers. So, until then, good luck to y'all.